Hello, in this Windows 10 tips and tricks video, we're just going to show you the new and latest web browser in Windows 10, which is Edge. So we've got the icon right here, but if you don't, just search for Edge and there it is, Microsoft Edge, Microsoft recommended browser. Kind of funny saying that, Microsoft recommended browser. So if you just click on that, so this is to replace their Internet Explorer browser, which for the most part has been very bad. Most people have been using browsers like Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Opera, Safari as well. So Edge, let's talk a little bit about Edge before I actually showcase some of the functionality of Edge. Edge is not a bad browser in that it performs well. Does it perform as well as something like Chrome in tests? No, it doesn't. Pretty much all tests, Chrome and many other browsers beat Microsoft Edge. But that's not to say that Edge is slow or it doesn't work or it's a bad browser. It's just not as good. So if you wanted to use Microsoft Edge, use it. You'll get a great experience, especially if you're on a tablet. If you're not, then you'll get a good experience anyway. But if you're on a tablet, it'll be fantastic. This is the sort of browser that you want for a tablet. If you still want to use Internet Explorer, you can just search for Explorer and just open it up like so. Because when I actually had a Surface device, I used Internet Explorer on it because it was fantastic for touch. It had like a separate version for touch, which was great. So let's show you the functionality of Edge. So here we go. To search or to actually go to a website, you click here. This is the launch page. Instead of it being at the top here, it's right here, very similar to the Google launch page. So I'm going to put YouTube like so, then it searches it via Bing. And now that we've actually gone to a website, to change the URL, we change it here. If I just go back, if I wanted to go to a website, you just type in the website, youtube.com. It automatically detects that you're typing in a web browser, and as a result it goes to a website instead of just searching via Bing. So to actually create a new tab is simple. You click plus right here, click plus again. You can just close it by clicking the X or middle mouse clicking on the tab itself. This is a really cool thing that I think a lot of people don't know, but it's not an Edge thing, it's just a browser thing, but it's really fast for closing loads of the tabs like so. To refresh, you just click this button. It's pretty simple. You got back and forward right here. You can add it to your favorites list, and from here you can actually see your favorites, see reading list, see history, and see downloads. Here you can take a note, you can share it, and we got some more functionality right here. I'm going to show you the note functionality, but let's just show you what else we got. We got new window. So this opens it up in a new window instead of it being in a new tab. And if we do new in private window, don't like that name in private. I would probably be called private, or how Chrome call it, incognito. Either way, this is private. So stuff like, as you can see, cookies, history, and temporary files, they're not saved on your PC. But one thing to bear in mind, like with all the private functionality on the browser, whether that's incognito, private browsing, in private, whatever it is, if the website is tracking you or collecting data from you, that is still going on. So it just won't store stuff locally. So your history and your cookies won't have a trace of what you're doing. So just be careful what you're doing. So if you're doing something and you think that somebody externally can't trace it, generally they can. It's just more so there's not a history really. I think you know sort of sites you'll be visiting if you're on this, and this is very similar as well. The system is exactly the same, but it just says in private so you know what you're on. And we got the zoom functionality. You can zoom in and out. We can find on page, and in there you can just type something in. So I'm going to type in you, and as you can see, searching via the website, and I can do Control F as well very easily. Print, pin to start. Pin to start actually pins the website that I'm on. So I'm going to click this, go to start, and there you go. We got YouTube right here. Click the three dots again. We've got developer tools. So for all the developers out there, you can access the DOM, the the console performance. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can access via the developer tools. You can open this particular web page in Internet Explorer if you really want to. You can go to settings, and from here you can choose a different colored theme. You can show the favorites by if you want to. I think I like it without it. And now you can decide what you're going to do when the browser loads up. Start a page, that page that you first had, new tab page, previous pages, specific page or pages, and then from here open new tabs in top sites, blank page, top sites in suggested. You can clear browsing data very easily. I like how easy it is to get to this clear browsing data button, and then you can do a reading style, some more advanced settings as well, about blocking, flash player, saving passwords, that sort of stuff. But all in all, it's a good browser. I think if you want to use it, then use it. You'll get a great experience. But one last thing I want to show you is this note-taking feature. I think this is what separates it from pretty much any browser out there. If you just click this, it works well on a PC, but it works even better on a tablet. So it basically creates like a snapshot of your website, which you can still scroll through, but it is a scrollable screenshot. That's essentially what it is. And now I'm thinking, okay, I want to make a note on this. So I'm just going to do, as you can see, I've got this selected right here. I can change the size, the color. I can do a bit of highlighting as well. I'm going to highlight this. I can start deleting stuff. So I want this back again. As you can see, my drawing is fantastic. So you can also clip it, but I'm just going to put a note saying visit this later. Now I'm going to save this note. So you can save it to OneNote. You can save it as your favorites or your reading list. I'm going to save it in my favorites. So click add, click exit, go back to my favorites. Oops, sorry. Nope, this was a note that I took earlier on. This is the note right here. So there you go. We got the note, but we can still scroll through the web page, which is, I think, fantastic. It's not a screenshot, it's a scrollable screenshot, which I've never really seen before, and I think this is a really cool feature and works really, really well. And the fact that you can save it to something like OneNote and share it is fantastic. So this is the sort of feature that you would probably use Edge for. So even though I wouldn't use Edge, I'll probably use it for a feature like this, instead of taking a screenshot or multiple screenshots if it's a long page, putting them into Photoshop, editing them together, then annotating it. You can just click a button, annotate it, and you're good to go. What's also great is if you open this, it also allows you to go to the original page. So if you want to visit the original page, like so, and then I can just click on this button and do what I want to do based on my notes. And I can click hide notes as well, which is fantastic. So if you just want to get a view of what you were looking at without the notes, because there weren't a lot of notes here, but you might have so many notes that you can hardly see the web page. So that's a brief overview of Microsoft Edge. If you have any questions, feel free to post them on sonarlearning.co.uk/questions.php. There'll be a link in the description. Please rate, comment and subscribe, as it does really help keep the content free. And as usual, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.